Alright, Shalom. We want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. Excuse me, in truth and in sincerity. We're going to get into a lesson entitled Ask the Earth. You know, when the elder and the Shah and the brothers was over here for the Sabbath service, we did the quick video on health, you know, and you know, brothers is being sick, the body is constantly being broken down. It's because of the things that we consuming in our body, man. The earth is polluted, the food is polluted, the water is polluted, you know. So hey, we're gonna say ask the earth. You can clearly see what times we in because of the condition of the earth. All right, so we're gonna just jump straight into the lesson. You go ahead with Isaiah.
This is Isaiah 24:4. It says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish."
That's right, man. The scriptures say, "The earth languisheth, man, and fadeth away." Read it again.
Come on. This is Isaiah 24:4. It says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away."
The earth is mourning. The earth has a spirit, you know? So the earth is in mourning. When you see these natural disasters, these earthquakes, these sinkholes, these things happening more, these hurricanes, tornadoes, these things happening more often than what you're used to, or that you can remember, it's because the earth is mourning. It has a way of fighting back. You know, the Lord has a set algorithm, you know, and the algorithm, when you transgress something, it has a way of getting back at you. All right, so all these things is signs that we're nearing the end, man. The scriptures say, "Lest them days be cut short, there should be no flesh to be saved." And that's why he got to cut these days short, so we know that we're nearing at the end. Because there's no way that the world can continue the way it is. You know, the clean water is almost gone. The food is all GMO. You know, so the earth is mourning, and it languisheth, and it's fading away, man. So something has to be done about that. You can keep going.
If I may add real quick, because you know we were made from the earth. So when your body get a sickness, your body is trained to fight that sickness off. You know, like if you have, like, say, cancer or something like that, you know, you start to feel, or just a basic sickness, you know, your body is fighting it off, and that's when you feel down in the spirit. That's when you feel like, you know, you being completely beat up because your body is in a fight right now, and that's just the same thing as the earth. But continuing on, it says the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Yeah, the haughty people of the earth, they do languish, man. You know? So matter of fact, let's look up that word language. That's Isaiah 24. You know? Because it said the haughty, or another word for haughty is proud. These people do languish as well, man. You know? Just move my stuff around. You can keep going now.
Come, verse 5. It says, "The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof."
Yeah, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. All right? Look. Well, Esau, he wants to, he digging up this uranium. He has nuclear weapons. You know, they want to build and build and build. Okay, that's pollute. What now? It's a hole in the ozone layer. Now the water, where you gonna put all that waste? So what he did with the nuclear plant, now he got all that radiation in the water. They dumping it in the water, man.
Yeah.
So now the water's polluted. If I'm not mistaken, I think 1/3 of the water is polluted.
Yeah, the Zaquanya Monaghan put up a video saying that they have in the sea waste as big as the country of France. You know, the state of France. You know.
Yeah, where you gonna put it? All they do is dump it. All right. The word for language is amal. Strong's H534. Amal. It says to be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted. Hey, man, the earth is being exhausted, and so is the people, man. Okay? There's no real rest days. Because you constantly have to be doing something. You're constantly worried about things. under this man's system. You know? So the earth is weak and the people is weak. You can keep going. Got a quick scripture. I'm going to try to find it.
Come. It says, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws.
Yeah. It's defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they transgressed the laws. Here it is, the crawfish, the bottom feeder, they was designed to clean the ocean, but these inhabitants, they want to eat it. They want to make it as a delicacy.
Yeah.
Okay? The pig, the swine, it was designed to clean the garbage. It's like the vacuum cleaner of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But you eating that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So not only is the earth not being cleansed, but now you polluting your own body as well and wondering why you're sick.
Yeah, and they taking it out to sea. They going fishing for crabs as if they're fish. You know, the crabs are supposed to stay in there and clean up the bottom of the sea. And also, they don't give the land no rest.
Yeah.
The scriptures say you're supposed to till for what, 6 years, and then on the 7th,
or let the land rest. Yeah.
You let it rest. Or 6 days and you let the land rest.
Not 6 years.
6 years. Okay, yeah, 6 years. You know, and you let the land rest. You know.
But they're not doing that because they're greedy. You know, they exhausting the land. Now it's not yielding forth the fruit that it's supposed to do. This is where the GMOs come into play. They try to say that it's not enough food, man, on the earth.
Yeah, it comes down to being greedy because it's that microwave society. They want things fast and more. You know, they want things fast and more. So it has no substance.
What verse is that?
Verse 5.
All right, you can keep going.
It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
See, because they transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. A part of that is what the brother just mentioned, the last Sabbath. They're not keeping that law. So, in turn, you think when you break a law that there's not going to be a consequence for that? You know? This is where the cicadas come from. You know? They eat all them bad crops. Okay? And then what they doing to try to prevent these things from happening is they spraying the damn food that they plant with chemicals, man, that you are eating. Okay? They gotta, because they want to hoard up everything to themselves, and they have all the farms and all the seeds. Nobody else is doing it for themselves, so they shipping food from far away and shit. You know? They said, I just seen in the news that sliced fruit is linked to, I believe, either salmonella or what's the E. coli, if I'm not mistaken. I looked that up again. But sliced fruit, man. You know? That was it on that? You read verse 6?
No, I ain't read verse 6.
Right, keep going.
It says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
The curse devoured the earth, man. And that's what you're seeing even more, man. Look, look at it now. You got people young, teenagers, dropping dead by playing sports, man. And it's happening more and more frequently. You know? Why is that? That their organs is failing. They look as they seem to be in tip-top shape. But they eating the wrong things. Their hearts is being overworked. Okay? And then a lot of stuff they eating empty carbs, man.
Yeah. The brother sent the video out, you know, there's an Edomite going into, you know, if man made it, leave it. If God made it, eat it. You know, and pretty much in these stores, in these mass big stores, majority of it man made it. You know, it's hard to find grapes with seeds in it. You know,
which just goes to show you what times we in, man. All the scriptures talk about everything supposed to have a seed, man.
Which is why in Apostle Tahar video where he was going into fasting, he said, look, if a man say he fasts for 40 days and 40 nights, he's a liar, straight up. He's a liar. Our bodies can't do that now. You know, we don't have the nutrients to uphold in that type of manner, man. It says, therefore the curse have Isaiah 24:6. It says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left.
Yeah. Hey, therefore, hey, that's what we're gonna start to see on a global scale once this mass famine hits. It's gonna happen, and there's gonna be few men left, man. Right now, it's few real men left. All right, cause they eating all these foods. A lot of these men is getting pumped up with estrogen, man. Mm-hmm. They are like women. Okay. Let me get this though. This is Psalms 82 and verse 5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course." See, all the foundations are out of course, man. You know, the earth was established on the word of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, but now you got this unrighteous ruler in there, and he's destroying everything, man. You got second Ezra, the fifth chapter?
Yeah, 10.
All right, let me get the fifth one, because it goes to what we was talking about, man.
Right.
5 and 48, I believe.
It's second Ezra 5 and 48. It says, "Then said he unto me, even so have I given the womb of the earth to those that be sown in it in their time. For like as a young child may not bring forth the things that belong to the age, even so I have disposed the world which I have created.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked and said, seeing thou hast now given me the way, I will proceed to speak before thee. For our mother, of whom thou hast told me that she is young, draweth now nigh unto age. He answered me and said, Ask a woman that beareth children, and she shall tell thee. Say unto her, Wherefore are not they whom thou hast now brought forth like..." So, let me read that last verse again.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Say unto her, Wherefore are not they whom thou hast now brought forth like those that were before, but less of stature? And she shall answer thee, They that be born in strength of youth are one of fashion, and they that are born in the time of age, when the womb faileth, are otherwise."
Right now, like the earth is likened to the womb, and that's when the womb fails. So he's asking, all right, I know about the things in the past, but what about in the future? And he didn't know whether like they was better off in the past or if they going to be better off in the future. Like, was they living longer or are we living longer now? And pretty much, read that verse again.
The last verse?
Yeah.
It says, "And she answered thee that be born in the strength of youth are one of fashion."
See, the ones that's born in the strength of youth, which was back then, that's of one fashion. Go ahead.
"And they that are born in the time of age, when the womb faileth, are otherwise."
Salaki, read verse 52.
Yeah, it says, "Say unto her, Wherefore are not they whom thou hast now brought forth like those that were before, but less of stature?"
Yeah, see, us now are of less of stature than those men that's before, man. The men before was way bigger than us. We was known as giants on the earth, man. You know? They find these skeletons. That was the normal back then, man.
Yeah, we like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And not only are we smaller, so is the earth, man. You know? Keep going on.
Verse 53, it says, "And she answered thee," Shalakia, "and she shall answer thee, They that be born in strength of youth are one of fashion, and they that are born in the time of age, when the womb faileth, are otherwise." Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
"Consider thou therefore also how that ye are less of stature than those that were before."
See, we are less of stature than those that was before us, man. And this is what the scripture's telling us. Keep going.
"And so are they that come after you less than ye, as the creatures which now begin to be old, and have passed over the strength of youth."
Right. Right. So us even now, when Ezra was on the scene, when he was on the scene, they was of more stature than we are now, man. You know?
Yeah.
So we got even smaller.
Yeah, we're in the worst case scenario.
Because Esau, he would like to tell you that the life expectancy, the average age is going up. But when you go according to the scriptures, the average age for a man has been gone down, man. You know, the oldest man was I think he lived to be like over 900 years old.
Yeah, Noah was like
You know?
900 some years old.
he lived to be over 900 years old, and then that life expectancy got cut down to around 130. You know, so when Moses was living, he became an old man at that age. Now, an old man is what, 90? You know? And you lucky to live to be that age. Okay? So look at how the earth is, and our spirit is directly connected with the earth, man. You know? So keep going now.
It says, then said I, Lord, I beseech thee, if I have found favor in thy sight, show thy servant by whom thou visited thy creature.
Yep. And that's what and he let that be known, you know, for us to know in these times, man. Because if we leave it up to Esau, we wouldn't have known these things, man. You know? I'm going to get the second address 10th chapter. Alright, this is second address 10 verse 9. It says, for ask the earth, and she shall tell thee that it is she which ought to mourn for the fall of so many that grow upon her. For out of her came all at the first, and out of her shall all others come. And behold, they walk almost into destruction, and a multitude of them is utterly rooted out. Right. Hey, the earth is giving birth to all of us, man. You know? And now it's saying more and more destruction, man. You know? Because the lady was crying over her one son that died. You know? And he was like, yeah, but look at it. What about the bigger picture of things sometimes, man? Look at the earth. You know? The earth should be the one mourning. Well, man. Yeah, verse 11. Who then should make more mourning than she that has lost so great a multitude, and not thou, which art sorry but for one? Yeah, you sorry for just one. What about everything that's going on, man? You know? You ain't going to sigh and cry for that. See, people only think about themselves, man. You know? Instead of the bigger picture.
Yeah, that's the spirit of Esau.
I keep going. It says, but if thou sayest unto me, my lamentation is not like the earth, because I have lost the fruit of my womb, which I brought forth with pains and bear with sorrows. But the earth not so, for the multitude present in it, according to the course of the earth, is gone as it came. Then say I unto thee, like as thou hast brought forth with labor, even so the earth also hath given her fruit, namely man, ever since the beginning unto him that made her. Now, see, so the earth is the same, man. You think that it's not this? She's saying that's not the same thing. It is, even more so, because you gotta understand the connection that we have into the earth as well. You know, and it's a reason why these things is coming upon us, man. You know, because what the earth is, you gonna have birth pains. What's that? Matthew 24. Well, your house shot. You gonna have them birth pains, all right, and then the man child gonna come, man. You know, so the earth is gonna be going through these birth pains now because it's nearing the end, man. You know, let me see. But then that man child is gonna be born, and he's gonna save it. And then when we gonna receive a new heaven and a new earth, man. Let me see. Dang.
But yeah, these are the birth pains right now. You know, the earthquakes, the floods. You know, floods are coming out of nowhere. What was it? The volcano. You know, these are the birth pains, man. You know, the earth crying out and mourning.
It's all good. Hey, can you get us second address 14
and what?
10.
Second Ezra 14 and 10. It says, for the world have lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old.
Right. The times is waxing old, man. The world has lost its youth, man. You know? When it was in its strength. You know, and the times is waxing old, man. Go keep going.
Course, lucky. It says, for the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10th part of it are gone already, and a half of a 10th part.
Right, so back in that time when Ezra was living, the 12 parts of the earth, 10 parts was already passed, 10 and a half. So then it's only, what is it?
1 part and a half.
Yeah, 1 and a half left. So that's how you know that we're almost in the end. The scriptures gave us, we don't know the exact day. Scriptures say only the Lord knows, the Heavenly Father. But he giving us the signs, man, to know. We're not in darkness as others in darkness. Because that day going to come as a thief unto them. All right? But the earth is telling us, man. The Lord gave us signs to look for. All right? Earthquakes, famines, that's what it said, man. Yeah, I can look for it in that one.
What, in Matthews?
Yeah.
Okay, that. Yeah, this is Matthew's 24:7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows."
Yeah, that's the beginning of sorrows, man. All of these the beginning of sorrows, man.
Right.
You know? Right now we're hearing the rumors, things, the end is not yet, but the end, we're getting the signs. Another one is that, let me get this. I'm closed it. Second Esdras. I think it's the 9th chapter. It's the second Esdras 9 verse 1. He says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the Most High, of the highest, have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs." See? And that's what we're seeing now. It had a beginning and now it's about to be the end. You know, but the earth abideth forever. We know the earth is going to be renewed, man, once the new rulership happens. But the world is the end. It's the end of the world for Esau, man. And we've seen how when you don't follow none of the laws of the Heavenly Father, that these things is going to happen, man. So we've seen the way not to live on the earth, man. We know better than to stray away from the laws of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, so it had to get like this, man, for us to be able to appreciate what we're going to receive, man. Mm-hmm. You know, but these are the signs that we see. You know, you got second Esdras.
What?
The 10th one. 14. I don't think. Did you finish it?
No. Yeah. 14. And you want me to hit 12? Go all the way down to 17? Or jump to 17?
Yeah.
Which one?
Second Esdras 14 and 10. I think, did I get second Esdras 10 and 10?
I already got 14 and 10. You
want me to get 10 and 10. No, just get 10 and 10.
Come. This is second Esdras 10, verse 10. It says, "For out of her came all the first, and out of her shall all the others come, and behold, they walk almost all into destruction." And
no, we read that one. Wait, so did you read verse 17 in second Esdras?
No.
14?
Nah, that's what I was asking.
Okay, yeah. So just keep going where you left off then. I ain't know.
Come on. This second Esdras 14, and I'm gonna read 12. It says, "And their remnant that let me read 11 again. It says, "For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10th part of it are gone already, and half of a 10th part, and the remnant and their remnant, that which is after the half of a 10th part. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption."
And that's what we doing, man.
Yep.
We comfort them that be in trouble. That's seeking for what is going on in the world. Because I see it. You know, you see it on social media.
Yeah.
People like, damn, you can't eat nothing.
Panicking.
But then we out there to tell them what's going on.
Right.
That there's going to be an end to this. You know, it's an end game to the things that's going on. And all these things is happening at one time, man. The uproars. Right. That's how we know that we're in this time, man.
Right. It says, "Now comfort them, you know, for wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their time." You know, how do you comfort them? You comfort them by the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know, you bring them the truth of who they are, you know, and what's to come. You know, and that it's going to be trouble, but if you believe in your heart by Shem Yahushua, if you run into that name, then you should be safe. You know, that's the comfort, you know. Like the brother said, that's what we're doing. Verse 14, it says, let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away burdens of men. Put off the weak nature. You know, that's what we're telling brothers to do. You know, when you come into this thing, or if you believe in this thing, you got to man up. Because what you see right now is going to get drastically worse, man. You know, so if you have that weak nature, man, you got to pray it off for you, because it's a demon. You know, it's going to come, man. All brothers get it. You know, verse 15, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. You see? It's going to get worse. Verse 17.
Yeah. That has to get worse. That's
the
birth pains.
Right.
Do you feel the most pain right before that baby pop?
Yeah. Go ahead. Verse 17. It says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much the more shall evil increase upon them that the world are in.
Right. Read that verse again.
Jeez. Verse 17, it says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age.
Yep, the world has gotten weaker through age. We can see that. Go ahead.
It says, so much the more shall evils increase.
See? Now evils is increasing, man. The earth that has a way of fighting back, man. They call it Mother Nature. We know that that's just the algorithm of the Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
You know? And all according to his perfect plan, because he said it from the beginning. And then his son is going to return, man, upon these things.
That's right. And the comfort is that we have been chosen as his own. We have been called friends and families of these men that created all of this. You know, so when you see it, you shouldn't be scared. Because if you're scared, you're lacking faith. You see? And this is the comfort. This is the comfort that you shall have if you believe. The scriptures say, blessed is he that believe and have not seen. You know, we can't see it, but that's the beauty of it. That's why you got to strengthen your spirit, man. And right now that you have the chance to do it, you're supposed to ask for that strength, man, more and more. You're supposed to pray. You're supposed to fast. You're supposed to do these things that's going to strengthen your spirit in that time. You know, because ultimately we know it's coming.
Yeah, get out Revelation 11 and 18. This is 2nd Esdras 6 verse 18. It says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. Yeah, so the Lord gonna visit these devils, man. You know, it said, make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. So all these things is happening, fulfilled. All these things happening at the same time, man. Coincidence? I think not. You know, it says, and when the world shall be, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. So them tokens mean signs, man. You know? Right. So now that the earth is vanishing away, now we getting the answers, man. We seeing the signs that the Lord, this is the Lord's doing, man. He said it was going to happen, and it's happening right before our eyes. And he put his spirit upon certain men to break it down to you. That's all this is about, man. You know? Hey, man, this is what he said. He's going to draw an end to them that dwell on the earth, man. He's going to punish them that was dealing unjustly, that was unrighteous. You know? And he's going to show them signs. The book shall be, it said, when all shall be finished, then shall he show these tokens, man. You know? So that's what's happening, man. We start to see it clearer and clearer as that day is coming, man. You know? Go ahead, though.
Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they shall be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets.
That's what's going to happen, man. We're going to get that reward. But the nation's going to be angry first. That World War III got to pop off. All for what? For our sakes, man. And to judge the wicked. You know, the brothers were saying, it's funny how the Lord gonna show his mercy by saving us, man. You know? He gonna do what he did to them, but still show his mercy by saving us, man. But show how much he don't play around when he get rid of the wicked. You know?
Yeah. That's how you don't want to be the wicked.
It's more on that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It says, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name,
Yeah.
small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
See? So the Lord gonna destroy them that destroyed the earth, man. Because they clearly destroyed the earth, man. You know? Because as the people is, as the ruler is, so shall the people be. So he's not only destroying the earth, he's destroying the people that dwell in it, which in turn is helping destroy the earth, man.
Yep.
Okay? All right, I'm going to close it on this. This is Isaiah 14, verse 5. It says, Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Now you start to see these so-called white people feeling like everybody's against them. Well, you was created to be hated, man. You think that you could just do all this wickedness and nothing was going to happen of it? Okay? It said, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Right. The whole earth is going to be at rest, man, when you get put out the earth, man. As your power is being dwindled. Okay? The whole earth. The earth and the inhabitants, man. He said, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Yeah, so that's pretty much the point, man. You know, that was talking about the nations, but it's also the same, man. They cutting down all the trees, which the trees is help you breathe, man.
Right.
It shows you how the work of the Heavenly Father and just how it all works. We breathe here, we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, but the trees, they breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, man. But this nigga want to cut every tree down when the Lord gave you instructions about that, man. Okay? So, look, the whole earth is going to be at rest, man. Scriptures say, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So they ain't mourning now, but when they start to see the righteous rulership, you know, they're going to be rejoicing, man. And they're going to rejoice at our power. You know? That's just, you know, lesson went a little bit long, but Lord willing, it was edifying, man. You know? Just look at the earth, man. The scriptures also talk about ask the animals, you know, roughly paraphrasing in Job, ask the animals and it's going to tell you, man. The animals are even depressed, man.
That's right.
You know? This damn devil was having sex with animals, man. You know? Hey, so yeah, Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. Until the next one, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. You know, keep pushing so we can get out of here. Shalom.
Shalom.